Man, throw this wench under the jail forever.
Former teacher in Martinsville is now facing 29 charges, including sexual misconduct with a minor and child molesting. Brittany Fortenberry first faced just 5 counts, but prosecutors say 5 more victims have come forward. They say Fortenberry had sex with some of the victims and provided them drugs. She now faces more than 250 years in prison if convicted.
So I jumped onto X real quick, and I seen this pop up on my feed. And I just covered the Christina Formella situation yesterday, and then this one just popped up. I'm like, damn, with teachers like this, who needs predators? I mean, this is a sick world we live in. You can't even let your kids go to school without being in fear of someone SAing them. Now, this is crazy. Check it out. There's more. So this popped up, like I said, and I was checking it out, and this thing is like horrendous, y'all. This woman is a freaking monster, straight up. Something's not right in her head. She first had a couple of charges. I want to say it was 5 charges. And then they come back and hit her with 10 more, I think. I forgot the exact number. It's just perplexing. Who would do this kind of stuff? But someone like this, y'all, a child predator. Now, this happened in this certain school district, and it came to the attention once the students' parents brought this forward, right? And kudos to them. Because I'm going to be honest, even on my last post with Christina Formella, right, of all people were in the comments saying, where was she at when I was a kid? They're even saying it right now on the YouTube, on the Instagram, everywhere else, even on the Facebook, right? And the point is this, though. If this was reversed, someone even said it. If that was a 15-year-old that was a father's 15-year-old daughter, I bet they'd be pissed off about it, right? But because it's a woman and it's a young boy that this is happening to, some people have a double standard and they let it happen. It's not a big deal, but it is a big deal because it's not right. Many things are not right here, right? A grown adult messing with a young child, essaying a young child is wicked and horrible. And even worse, it's their teacher. This is freaking crazy. So it says right here that she had 3 charges. She was already in hot water. 3 charges, and then they come back with 10, y'all. So check it out. It says those charges are in addition to the 3 counts of sexual misconduct. I'm just going to say it. It says they gave her 10 more counts of child station, 8 counts of dissemination of matter harmful to a minor, 5 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and 1 count of misconduct with the minor. Like, damn, not only are you doing that, you're making them miss school. Okay, so these charges are in addition to the 3 counts of misconduct, 1 count of dissemination, blase. This is freaking horrible, y'all. She worked as a substitute for Martinsville Schools before being fired on January 9th, 2024. Something ain't right with this woman. These new charges were filed after a Department of Child Services investigation prompted many more parents of the victims to contact the police. So kudos to that department as well. All right, it says it's crazy, y'all. She was doing like parties and paying these kids. She's a pervert. According to court documents, one of the victims, a middle school boy, accused Fortenberry of him repeatedly and having with him when he was 13. She was giving him substances, y'all. He said Fortenberry would have him bring his friends to her house where she would allegedly give the teens and have with them. Oh, my goodness. One of the victims told police that Fortenberry would put her children to bed and then try to have with the boys. In another incident, a victim said that Fortenberry reached out to him after she had been arrested in a separate misconduct investigation. She allegedly spent $600 on a group of teens for various purchases and then had with all of them. While making them wear the mask from the movie Scream, Fortenberry allegedly told the teens if they reported anything, she would unalive herself. Fortenberry allegedly had with one teen, she had asked to babysit her children, also exchanging favors to get things for other teens. This woman is a sicko. Another student said Fortenberry was paying teen boys between $100 and $800 for photos of their privates. One boy told police that if the boys said they didn't want to have with Fortenberry, she would make them while just saying, let it happen. This woman is something else, y'all. Reprobate. All of the teens said Fortenberry would send them explicit photos and videos on Snapchat in an app called Session. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Snapchat. That's the one app I hardly get on, but I've heard so many stories about Snapchat. Let me know in the comments, y'all, what you think about Snapchat. That's one app I don't use. I actually wanted to start using it. I heard people are making money, content creators, but I've always known that Snapchat is for the cheaters. or it does something where, I guess this is the premise, right, that I've heard, or I kind of seen videos, whatever you want to call it. You send a message, right, and I guess it deletes or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but that's how Snapchat works. Let me know in the comments, y'all. So this is the form of communication she had with the children using Snapchat, of all things. Let's continue. The victims didn't know anything was wrong. Oh, let me clarify myself. There was nothing wrong until they're contacted by DCS. One parent told police that Fortenberry's husband knew about what was happening and threatened to slaughter the teen in front of her if he came forward. Fortenberry's husband, Nicholas Fortenberry, has been charged with intimidation and failure to report. Prosecutors have filed to increase her bond from $20,000 to $150,000. Keep her locked up. So she's still locked up. Here's a school. Wow. Eminence, Indiana. The parents of many of the alleged victims did not know anything was wrong until they were contacted by DCS. It is not uncommon to see allegations of abuse involving people in authority positions. I'm telling you, that's what's pretty sorry about this woman. She's the teacher. It's like a boss taking advantage of a worker. It's like someone that runs a tortilla factory in Southside Midland, Texas, that hires illegals and then starts taking advantage of them, okay? They're not going to say nothing because they feel that they don't have no rights, or they feel that that authority figure is too powerful or strong to do anything but do what they want them to do. We see this all the time, y'all. Someone in a position of power abuses that power and takes advantage of people. It's disgusting, and it's pretty sorry. Let's continue here. Let's see. This is crazy. This woman is just straight up sick in the head. Response from the school districts. It said it was hired a substitute before she resigned in 2024. So she worked for almost, a year, October till January 2024. Not even a year, a couple of months, a quarter. Here is the full statement from the district. The Metropolitan School District of Martinsville was notified of serious allegations against a former employee. The district is fully cooperating with law enforcement and remains committed to ensuring a safe learning environment for all the MSD of Martinsville students. Let's see here. Thank you for your attention to this communication. Blase, blase. And it's quite a bit of a statement here. This is the point, y'all. Let's get back over here with this sorry witch. Let's put her on blast. Public shaming. It works. So here she is, Brittany Fortenberry, taking advantage of young boys, and it's not right. The double standard is there or not, it don't matter. The law is the law, straight up. In the eyes of the law, or matter of fact, by the rule of law, you commit such offense, you should be put in prison. A lot of my people, I'm in the same train of thought here. You do anything to children, you should immediately be taken care of, simple and plain. So here she is, y'all. Fortenberry, arrested. Her bond up $150K. Her husband knew about it. Big old scandal. See, and this is why I'm not a fan of the public school system whatsoever. My youngest child is homeschooled, and I kid you not, some days he don't even do nothing. He just, he's at the house, and he don't do any kind of studying, and I'm cool with that. I'd rather him be at the house and never do any studies than go into these public school systems where these women like this take advantage of young boys. It's disgusting. It's trash, and it's wicked, and we call it what it is here. So, anyways, like I said, my youngest boy was homeschooled. My middle-aged daughter was, she was homeschooled to a certain degree. Then she graduated in high school, and she's out now, and she's now currently working. And, any other kids, if I had any more, they would not step foot into public school. My son is a borderline genius, my youngest one, and he's never stepped foot in public school, and I'll be damned if he ever does. Because of situations like this, not just this, but other things too. But this one's a big time, deal breaker for me. You can't even trust your kids around these people that are, entrusted to protect them and teach them. This woman right here, just trash. She looks like straight up trash, and she actually is. So there she is, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Disgusting, horrendous. This woman is a freak. She's a pervert, and she took advantage of many children, and she's facing 262 years in jail. And to that I say, good. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm out of here. And remember, you ain't gotta like it. Later.